Hope you all are good. We are here for grade 10 math. You can find all the lessons on aplusstudents.com. You have to log in there using your email address and password as provided by the administrator. Then you have to select math from the subject tab. Scroll down to grade 10 math and then click on view all lessons. There you can find a list of the chapters. We're going to start with the chapter Solve a quadratic equation using square roots. Solve an equation using the zero product property. Complete the square. So please make sure you have your notebook and pencil so that you can note down the important examples and definitions as well. Here I'm on grade 10 math. Chapter we are on right now is quadratic equations. Let's just start with the first lesson. Solve a quadratic equation using square roots. How many real solutions does the equation have? So you have to find how many solutions does the equation have. If a quadratic equation ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0 has no bx term, you can find a number of solutions by isolating x squared. If x squared equals a positive number, then there are two solutions. If x squared equals 0, there is no solution. There is one solution, the number 0. And if x squared equals a negative number, then there is no solution. So y square equals 68. So that means that equation has no real solution. Let's just start with the test questions. Solve for w square. W square equals 16. So let's just square root both sides, right? W square equals 16. So let's just evaluate square root both sides. So W and square root cancel out. W equals plus minus 4. So the equation has two roots, 4 and negative 4. So option number 2 is the correct option. That is 4 and negative 4 is the correct option. How many real solutions does the equation have? So which is the correct option? So there is n square equals negative 51, right? So the negative numbers have no real solution. So n square equals negative 51. That means the solution has no real solution. A is the correct option. How many real solutions does the equation have? Y square equals 68. So 68 is not a perfect square, right? So that means the equation has no real solution. Option number A is the correct option. Two real solutions. Yes, square root 68 has two real solutions. The correct option is option number C is the correct option. Solve for D. D square equals 49. Mm. The two solutions are consecutive and 7 and negative 7. Option number 1 is the correct option. How many real solutions does the equation have v square equals negative 59? So which is the correct option? Option number A is the correct option, no real solution. Solve for r square equals 100. That is 10 and negative 10. Option number 2 is the correct option. How many real solutions does the equation have? So which is the correct option? Option number A is the correct option, no real solution. Option number A is the correct option. Solve for z square equals 144. So which is the correct option? Option number 1 is the correct option, that is 12 and negative 12. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let's just move on to next lesson. The next lesson is solve an equation using the zero product property. Solve for h. 8h times 2h minus 9 equals 0. So 8h equals 0, so 2h minus 9 equals 0. So h equals 0 and h equals 9 plus 2. 9 by 2. Let's just start with the test questions. Solve for v. So you have v minus 1 times 2v minus 9 equals 0. So we have v minus 1 equals 0 and 2v minus 9 equals 0. V equals 1 and 2v equals 9. So v equals 9 by 2. So which is the correct option? Option number 1 is the correct option, that is 1 and 9 by 2. Option number 1 is the correct option. Solve for y, which is the correct option? Three y equals 0, that means y equals 0. Y plus 6 equals 0, y equals 6. So which is the correct option? Option number 1 is the correct option, that is 0 and negative 6. Solve for t. 6t plus 1 equals 0 and 3t minus 4 equals 0. 6t equals negative 1, so t equals negative 1 over 6, and 3t equals 4, so t equals 4 by 3. Option number 2 is the correct option, negative 1 by 6 and 4 by 3. Solve for D. That is 3D plus 8 equals 0 and D plus 7 equals 0. 3D equals negative 8. D equals negative 8 over 3. And D equals negative 7. Option number 2 is the correct option. That is negative 8 over 3 and negative 7. Option number 2 is the correct option. Solve for S, which is the correct option. S minus 4 equals 0. 9S plus 2 equals 0. S equals 4. 9S equals negative 2S equals negative 2 over 9. Option number 2 is the correct option. That is 4 and negative 2 by 9. Solve for H. That is 6H equals 0 and 3H minus 1 equals 0. So which is the correct option? That is H equals 0 and 3H equals 1. So H equals 1 by 3. That is 0 and 1 by 3. Option number 1 is the correct option. Solve for M. That is 6M minus 7 equals 0 and 3M plus 1 equals 0. That is 6m equals 7 and m equals 7 over 6. 3m equals negative 1 and m equals negative 1 over 3. The correct option is 7 by 6 and negative 1 by 3. Option number 1 is the correct option. Solve for q, which is the correct option. Option number 2 is the correct option. That is 9 and 5. Solve for z, which is the correct option. That is 0 and 1 by 2. Option number 2 is the correct option. Solve for k. That is negative 5 by 6 and 8 by 7. Option number 1 is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. The next lesson is complete the square. Complete the square. P square minus 10p plus the missing number. So you have to find the missing number. You need to add b by 2 square. B is 10. Negative 10 over 2. Negative 10 over 2 is negative 5 square. Negative 5 square equals 25. Let's just start with the test questions. Complete the square. That is b. W square minus w plus negative 20 over b square. W square minus 20w plus 10 square. That is w square minus 20w plus 100. Option number 1 is the correct option. That is 100. M square plus 18m plus the missing number. So which is the correct option? M square plus 18m plus 18 over 2 square. M square plus 18m plus 9 square. M square plus 18m plus 81. Option number 1 is the correct option. That is 81. Solve the square. Fill in the number that makes the polynomial a perfect square quadratic. x square plus 20s plus 100. Option number 1 is the correct option. Complete the square. So which is the correct option? V square plus 18b. That is 81. Option number 1 is the correct option. Solve the square, fill in the number, then makes the polynomial a perfect square quadratic. Z square minus 8z plus the missing number. So which number is missing? You have to relate the equation with a square plus bx plus c. We need to find the z. Here we have b. So c equals b divided by 2 square. So a square minus 8z plus negative 8 over 2 square. So negative 8 over 2 square is a square minus 8z plus 4 square. Z square minus 8z plus 16. Option number 1 is the correct option, that is 16. G square minus 20g plus that is 121. Option number 2 is the correct option. P square minus 10p plus missing number equals that is 25. Option number 2 is the correct option. Complete the square. R square plus 24 r plus missing number. So which is the missing number? That is 144. Option number 2 is the correct option. Complete the square. Fill in the number that makes the polynomial a perfect square quadratic. X square minus 30x plus the missing number. Option number 2 is the correct option. That is 225 is the correct option. Complete the square. F square plus 10f plus the missing number. So which number is missing? The correct option is 25. Option number 2 is the correct option. Complete the square. Fill in the number that makes the polynomial a perfect square quadratic. D square plus 22d plus missing number. So which is the correct option? Option number 1 is the correct option. That is 121. Complete the square. Fill in the missing number that makes the polynomial a perfect square. That is h square minus 4h plus 4. Option number 1 is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Okay, so we were working on grade 10 math. The chapter we were working on is quadratic equations. The lessons we have covered today are solve a quadratic equation using square roots, solve an equation using the zero product property, and complete the square. So please make sure before the next session you can complete all the practice questions for the lessons we just did. That is your homework until next session. So if you need more help with any of the question, you can simply write down the questions in the chat box. I'm here to answer all your questions and confusions if you have any. So any questions you can please ask if you have any. No questions? Okay, then that's all for today. See you in the next session. Bye everyone.